Good evening and welcome to the November 19th, 2025 meeting of the Board of Directors for the Telecommunications Board of Northern Kentucky. Does anybody have an agenda in front of them?
I do.
Okay, we can start with attendance, please.
Well, we do. So you just did roll call. Do we want to skip the pledge because we don't have a flag, or do we do a pledge?
Yes, we're going to skip the flag. We're going to do roll call.
Well,
Phil, you want to start,
okay,
please?
Yes, roll call. Yes.
Phil,
Phil Pierce, City of Taylor Mill.
Mr. Shriver,
Jeff Shriver, City of Edgewood.
Davito,
Dave Schroeder, representing Ludlow, Fort Wright, and Lakeside Park, and Fort Mitchell. Sorry, not Fort Wright.
Jamila,
Jamila Sowell, Covington.
Beth, you're there?
Beth Sewell, Kenton County Fiscal Court, or Kenton County, sorry. Just representing Kenton County.
Okay. And then we have Tim Broering. And is James in attendance or not?
He is, but
Wow.
he's also doing the technical side, just so it's
Yeah.
like the same things like when he's sitting in the control room running the show. So,
Okay.
he, yeah. His
So the
difficulties
next thing
is
we have
report was
is-
on the laptop that's locked up. So,
The next thing we have is the approval of the agenda. The agenda that we looked at meditated that we would probably be looking at a proposed lease that for the property we're investigating on Russell Street. That lease isn't ready for your review, but we should have it presented in time for you to have enough time to review it before the December meeting where we may or may not take action. So with that change to the agenda, I would like a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the amended agenda.
motion by
We
Dave.
knew it. I'll second it.
Okay, second by Beth.
Before we take a vote, I just had a question. Are we going to get the opportunity to tour this facility before, or at least have some information on the facility before we vote to approve a lease?
There was a large catalog of photographs. If you really wanted to tour the facility, I could probably get that set up. It's a reasonable request.
I didn't see any pictures. I don't know how you
Okay.
sent them.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure if pictures are ever sent out. I think we just looked at it, a couple of us that were working on it. So,
Oh, maybe the committee then. Okay, I
Yeah.
apologize. So, Tim, can you see that the board gets the catalog of the photographs? And Jeff,
Sure.
if you still think it's something that you want to pursue, just let me know, and I'll
Okay.
work on getting that set up.
Yeah, I would like
So may I
to know
suggest-
some of the details.
that's a good question. So may I suggest that our amended agenda is amended to reflect that we're discussing this briefly, but that we're not going to be discussing the actual lease, but we are discussing that there's going
That's
to be
fine.
work done. Okay, all right.
Are there any
So we
further
had a-
questions? Any further questions or comments?
No.
Okay, all in favor?
Well, man, I think we had
Aye.
a first. Did we have a second? Did we have a second?
Yeah, I seconded
Okay,
it.
okay, sorry, guys. Okay, thank you. Okay. And I just heard an all aye, unanimous?
Yes.
Unanimous vote?
Correct.
Approval. Okay. Thanks, folks.
Okay, take us to the next item, Tim.
Approval of minutes from September 17th meeting.
As submitted. Any
Yes.
questions or comments? Can I have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve minutes as submitted.
Motion by Phil,
And I'll second.
second by Jeff.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Any opposed? Thank you.
Thank you, folks.
Next, Tim.
Next item is approval of financials, TV in case September and October operational budget, and the CPC operational from September, October of 2025, as submitted.
Any questions or comments? I would like a motion then to accept those financial reports as submitted.
I'll make a motion to accept them.
Motion by
I'll
Chuck,
second.
second by Jamila.
Any questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Timothy.
Okay. Next thing would normally be the CPC operations report, but James was he was telling me he may not be able to get his report up with the difficulties. So why don't we skip over that for now, and if he's able to get coordinated, we'll
Yeah,
bring him
that
back.
works.
Okay, all right.
Give us your report then.
My report. Let me see here. Let me pull it up here. I've been scrambling around too. Okay, so I guess a few things. I've been starting some of the little training sessions with James and Deborah, just in anticipation of the transition as I look to retire in the coming months. Been working on a pretty thick binder now with, copies of procedures and policies and various things that we do. I'm trying to make sure that they're up to speed on in time for all that. We've done our cluster representation rotations and meeting also with the Office of Nomination Committee. And obviously, we've been spending a bit of time on this potential lease. We're trying to pull that together, as Tony mentioned. And then let's see, what else do I want to mention here? We have an agenda item coming up on an addendum to our property disposal procedures and policy. And also one other kind of cool thing, City of Ludlow called us a few weeks ago. They've really not gone live over the years, but they've decided they'd like to go live with their meetings. So we went over, James and I, and did a little bit of tour of the building. Thanks, Dave. and looked at what they had in their server room and found a place we could plug in, and we're able to do a live test that sustained a live feed for them. And they went live in their last meeting. They don't have the jack in their room yet, but we told them where we'd need that, but should be ready to go soon. So, and salute to the Ed F. Schroeder meeting hall that we are going live from. So anyway, that's what I got, I think, mainly there. So
Great.
I
Thank
just
you.
I just had one question, and I know we've talked about this a little bit, but the leadership transition, are we going to vote to appoint James as the executive director? And what do we have a timeline on that? Are we going to do that in January? What are we going to do here? Just so I know what the plan would be.
Sure. I don't know that there was I'm not sure what your process is going to be, Tony or Beth, as our chair and vice chair. I just assumed I was retiring, that James was going to be, I guess, promoted in some manner, right? So.
Well, during the hiring process, that was certainly the intent, and that was well known to the board. Since then, we've adopted budgets that reflect his change in position. But I think that what Jeff is suggesting is probably a good idea to put on the agenda. I don't know exactly what the process is. Let us get back to you on that, Jeff, because
Okay.
might be something that we want to make sure that the board has the time to comment on, rather than just sort of run it up the flagpole and see what happens. But it's certainly been the intent from the very beginning, and James has the full support of everybody that's worked on that transition.
Yeah, and I'm sure we're going to have to hire somebody to take his position. So I guess that needs to be discussed also, unless we have somebody in mind for that, or.
That's not part of the plan. So we're actually going to be having that reduction in staff in order to, that's more in keeping with the future, the trajectory of TBNK.
Okay. Yeah, I'm all for that.
Yeah.
I would like to hear what James has to say about what his leadership is going to look like going forward. And not tonight, but sometime in the future.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, those are good questions. I think that we have, as a team that's been working on this, we have a calendar that we're working through, and the calendar is it's been a little bit dependent on when Tim's final retirement occurs. We're looking at, we're waiting on him to work that out, as he's mentioned before. So once that becomes clear, then we can make it clear with you all as well. So first of the year, that's where, that first quarter, that's what we're looking at.
Okay. And I know that when past experience through our city, when the retirement's approved, it happens fast. So I just want to make sure we're ready for this transition.
Yeah, we've really been working on this for ever since we hired James, really, as far as knowing that this was coming and putting some things in place steadily as we went. But you're right, it's going to accelerate, right? And there's a lot we're working on to make sure we have things in place for that. So I've been trying to get some final information from the pension people, but I think we're looking at first quarter or at least second quarter, but I think first quarter probably to make the change. So that's the
I think maybe,
that's the
I
timeline.
think a way we might be able to tie all this up is to, along with the when the lease gets submitted for your review, that maybe the vision committee just make a report that's kind of a little more informative than what it's been in the past. We've been working on it for a couple years at least, and there's been a lot of effort gone into it and a lot of slow contemplation. So I think we're in a good space.
Also,
We just need to let you know more about it, maybe.
Okay.
also, I might add that effective January with the rotating clusters, you're going to probably have some new board members on, and they may want to be involved with this process.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point too. Okay.
Yeah, obviously, Phil's cluster will rotate. I think we'll have retention of the majority of our clusters will not be rotating, but Phil
Okay.
has a good point. So, yeah, we'll have at
Okay.
least one new faces.
So the next item we have is the disposition of the surplus property, correct?
Let's see. Yes, yeah, the list for the next lots to put up on Gov Deals to properly dispose of, as was listed in the packet. So all we're looking there is an approval motion, and second, and approval of the board so that we can put those up for online auction like we did the last lots we've been doing for the last several months.
I can approve.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So somebody put
I
that
think she
into
made
a motion.
Yeah. I think Jamila, did you make the
Oh,
motion?
yeah, I made the motion, first motion.
Okay, so Jamila makes the motion. Thank you, Jamila.
And I will
Yes.
say motion to dispose of the equipment.
Great. So Phil seconds. Okay, great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, thank you very much. Now, Tim, for this next item would be to allow you to pursue that disposition without board approval for each action. Is that correct?
That is correct. I think last meeting you asked me to put together, get with Bill Gillette and have that authorization put together. So we did an addendum to our normal procedures. Hi, Joe. And he put together an adopting resolution here for that. I also have in here a little bit of a template of a report that we would use to give to the board after the fact to keep them up to date, when we make such disposals. And so you would essentially get a lot of the same information you're getting now. It's just that you don't have to, go through that process with each meeting. That way we can keep the process moving for everybody.
Correct.
So, okay.
Does anyone
And
prefer that we read the resolution, or have you familiarized yourselves?
Well,
Nobody
I'll
needs
just
to
say
hear?
that I'll just say that I'm hesitant on doing this. I think the way that we're doing it is the proper way to do it, and I hate to give somebody just control to get rid of everything. I don't know. I'm hesitant on this proposal.
it won't. No, it's the only one here. So
Any other questions or comments?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to let Joe hear this headphones here. I'm not hearing anybody.
Would anyone like to make a motion to accept the resolution as presented?
So moved. Can you see Joe?
Yeah, hi, Joe. Would anyone like to make,
Did someone make a motion?
I couldn't really hear.
They're waiting to see if I can heard you. Thank you. So The addendum here just basically says that we have to follow the same rules and procedures of the policy and do the proper auctioning, et cetera, on that. But that's all I'd add to it. But it's really just up to the board whether you want to do that or not.
Right. So is anyone interested in making a motion to approve the resolution as submitted?
Motion, but wait for a second.
Oh,
I
okay.
thought I heard someone make a motion.
Yeah, I
I
think
can
someone did.
second. That's what I was waiting on, but I can second or
Who
first.
made the motion?
Joe made a motion.
Ah,
Okay.
Joe already made the motion. Yeah. So do I hear Jamil wants to second it? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
yes.
Joe and Jamil. Okay.
Any further comments or discussion?
I'm just gonna say what I said before. I just think we should leave it the way it is. I mean, it just leaves things too open for somebody to just dispose of something, and they might not think it has value, but it may have value. And I think just for safety's sake, I'd rather see it just stay the same. So I will be opposing this.
Okay,
Fair enough.
At
Great.
the present time, you have to say it.
okay, all in favor of accepting the motion or accepting the motion to accept the resolution as proposed? Aye.
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 Any opposed?
I'm voting
That
no.
would be you, Jeff.
Yeah.
We've just witnessed a historic moment. That's the first nay vote I recall.
So-
But thank you for your
No,
consideration.
Yeah.
And thanks for thinking about it.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, what else we got, Tim?
Comments from the floor, the chair, the board, and then adjournment.
Well, and I guess we'll have to suspend James's report.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's another
We'll get-
amendment, another change to the agenda.
And I'll say this, I know he was looking forward to showing the promos that he worked on. I know Jeff and he had discussed some new promos for the services and all that, and he was looking forward to showing you some of those tonight. But we'll catch that up in the December meeting, or perhaps if you want to come by and see it sometime between now and then or whatever, we'll be happy to get that stuff together for you to see. But he's been doing a lot of good work on that. He and actually Mark and Holland as well doing a lot of work on some promos for us. So that's we're excited to get those on the air.
Good.
Okay. Any comments from the floor? No comments from the chair? Any comments from the public?
I got a comment from the board. Unfortunately, this will be my last meeting with the board meeting or with the TBNK. I am retiring and I have requested the city not reappoint me, and that way they can have somebody else. With my rotation, I'll be off for 4 years, and by time in 4 years before I come back on, I'll probably be getting elderly. So I am retiring, and I appreciate the opportunity. I've enjoyed the time and thoroughly enjoyed the people that I've met on the board of directors. And I thank you, everybody, for accepting me on the board.
Well, thank you,
Phil,
Phil.
it's been a
Thanks for
pleasure
your
to work
comments.
with you, and thank you for all your service and hang in there with us, because I know it's taken a little extra energy lately to get to the meetings and all. So thank you for all your time and all your support for the board.
Okay, the only other comment that I will make, if we're going to continue to have our web meetings, maybe next year you ought to have the cities appoint 10-year-olds so we can do these web meetings.
Fair enough.
Thanks a lot, Phil.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you, people. I
Okay,
thoroughly enjoyed meeting everybody.
thank
And
you.
I
It's
will
been a
not.
pleasure to work with you.
I will not be attending the December meeting. I will be out of town, unless possibly you have a web meeting, and then I may be able to attend it from the New
Okay.
England.
Okay.
We may have decided not to keep working well enough.
I can tell you that I believe that the December meeting will be in person, because we'll have it'll just be a better basis for discussion, I think.
All right.
Yeah.
Um,
Fair enough.
With all that,
All right.
I would accept a motion for adjournment.
I would like to make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Motion by
I'll
Phil,
second.
second by Beth.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any
All right.
opposed?
So,
Um,
Okay. Thank you very much. Thanks for your time and your patience.
Thank you, folks. I
Good night.
appreciate it.
All right.
Good
Have a
night,
good night.
everybody.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Night.